All righty.
And so did Santa, apparently, after all the Christmas cookies and cakes that were left for him this year. The World Health Organization, though, might be different next year. They're proposing their own New Year's resolution. The WHO reportedly asking all of us to cut our sugar intake by half. The new guidelines say sugar should be cut to 5 teaspoons a day. The main concern is heart disease, but boy, does sugar have a lot of other connections to our body. Dr. Ernest Patty is here, senior attending physician of emergency medicine at St. Barnabas Hospital in New York. And knowing what I know, Dr. Patty, about sugar, it is an emergency because a lot of us don't realize how much sugar is in things that don't look like sugar. So what do you want us to know for the new year?
Well, what I want you to know for the new year is it seems like sugar has really become one of the basic food groups because it seems to be in everything that we eat today, Jamie. And I brought some of my famous props here for the audience. You know, they want us to reduce our sugar intake to 5 packets, which should be equivalent to this amount. Now, most folks don't know that in a normal 12-ounce can of soda or cola, you have 10 teaspoons. That would be the amount of sugar that I have in my hand right now. 10 teaspoon packets is also equivalent to the amount of sugar in this test tube. I brought along a number of different props that we use to train students and medical professionals in nutrition. I mean, the amount of sugar is just staggering to ingest that much with just one serving of a drink or a food group.
So even bread has sugar. And you know what startled me this morning? I was pouring skim milk into my healthy breakfast and my coffee. Skim milk has sugar and it has carbs. How can that be organic skim milk? Really?
Well, because don't forget, milk is produced, you know, in animals such as cows, goats, you know, and that milk does contain sugar because that's, you know, needed for proper growth and nutrition of the baby. But we're talking added sugar, and in bread, yes, they do add sugar, they add salt, they add preservatives, a number of other things, most of which we could really do without.
Well, is the WHO spot on this?
Well, I would have to say yes. I would think that we should definitely cut our amount of refined sugars. I don't know if you remember when we spoke about cereals about 6 or 8 months ago, maybe a year ago, Jamie, and I brought in the 10 pounds of granulated sugar that you would ingest if you ate one bowl of a particular cereal every day for a year. I mean, we really need to cut sugar out as much as you can. Obviously, I have a sweet tooth. I love a treat every now and then, but it should be occasional. Historically, sugar, pastries, desserts, things like that were given as treats or on special occasions. It seems like today, you know, every meal is accompanied by something that's sweet or, you know, low fat, but has a high amount of sugar in it.
Sure, they take the fat out, they add more sugar to make it tastier. All right, we're going to keep an eye on that. People can read labels in the new year. That's a pretty good New Year's resolution.
Yes, we need to stick to the fruits, you know, the natural.
Fruit is sugar.
Fruit is sugar, but it's a natural sugar, and it's much easily absorbed.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Well, Bill usually has his banana, but that's on the morning shift.
Thank you, Doctor. Happy New Year to you.